What's the word, YouTube? You know who it is. It's Big Will. Back with another video. I got a question for you. How many people believe that people who are charged with murder or even rape for that matter should be in a medium or a minimum prison? Do you think that if you're charged with murder, if you murdered somebody, especially first degree murder, okay? If it's homicide and it was an accident, I think you should be able to work down towards it. But if you're charged with murder, life without, do you think that they should be held in a maximum security, or they should be let down to a medium or minimum when they get to react with different people and their security privileges are not so tight? Again, when it's first degree murder, you intended to take someone's life. That's what you set out to do. It's not like you got into a fight with somebody and hit somebody and they fell and they died. That's manslaughter, right? But you intended to take somebody's life. You went out looking for them with a weapon. Whatever the case may be, you were angry at the person and you killed them, right? If you broke into somebody's house and you murder them, you planned on killing them, right? You usually don't break into somebody's house, and if someone's there, you let them go. Usually it's no witnesses, right? But when you take someone's life, I personally don't think that you should be let into a medium or minimum security. Why I bring this up is reading the news the other day. I come across this story. Inmate allegedly attacks correction officer with a metal object at MCI Shirley. A correctional officer was rushed to a hospital with serious injuries after he was attacked by an inmate at MCI Shirley on Wednesday afternoon, officials said. The assault occurred about 2:15 p.m. in the facility's gymnasium, where an inmate attacked the guard with a metal object. A spokesperson for the State Department of Corrections said, as the assault unfolded, correctional staff in the area immediately took action to restrain the inmate and called over the radios for assistance. The officer who lost consciousness, was taken to a local hospital for evaluation and treatment. The inmate, whose name was not released, was separated from the prison's general population and will complete an internal discipline process, the spokesperson said. The incident is under investigation, and the Middlesex District Attorney Office has been notified. MCI Shirley is a medium and minimum security facility that houses criminally sentenced men, according to the Department of Corrections website. So the inmate was there on murder charges. Okay, he was initially in another jail, and he was moved there. The officer was transported to the hospital via helicopter with life-threatening injuries. He's now in a coma. And we ask that everyone keeps the officer and his family in your prayers. A spokesman for the Massachusetts Correctional Officers Federation Union said in a statement, "We are hoping he will be able to make a full recovery." The inmate involved has been separated from the general population will complete an internal process, prison officials say. The incident comes at no surprise considering the get soft on crime mentality that has percolated throughout the state on almost every level. The spokesperson continued, "This incident warrants a full investigation, and the individual involved in this brutal attack must be prosecuted to the highest extent of the law." The name of the inmate and the officer is unknown at this time. No further information was made available. The name of the officer had been released. So his name is Matthew Tideman, age 36. He is fighting for his life. Officer Matthew Tideman, age 36, was attacked by an inmate with a metal object in the gymnasium at the MCI Shirley in the afternoon of August 31st. Tideman is now in a coma where he remains in critical condition. A GoFundMe organization on his behalf states the incident. Matt is someone who is first to lend a helping hand, no matter the situation, and now is our time to do the same for him and his family. The GoFundMe campaign reads: the GoFundMe is looking to raise $10,000 to support Tideman's family. I'll put his name in captions below, in case anybody wants to look it up and donate to him. You got your own. Use at your own discretion. It's up to you. He has 10 years in the prison and walks around every day greeting people with a giant smile on his face. A former corrections officer at the prison and co-worker of Tideman told Daily Voice, "Always the first one there if you needed him." Seems that the guy was a good guy. You know what I mean? He did it for a job. A spokesperson with the Department of Corrections legally could not provide more information on the inmate involved in the attack. However, another former officer at the prison said the inmate, who was transferred from Virginia, is a convicted murderer and has assaulted staff before. So, it goes to show that the guy's from Virginia, okay? So he's been transferred out of another prison system because he's always getting in trouble, okay? He's a convicted murderer, and they send him up here, and they put him in a medium secure prison. They let him go to a gym that has movable, that you can take pieces from the gym, like a curl bar, things like that, okay? Weights, curls, probably cords. But he's in there. He's in there for He's a convicted murderer, right? So he's got life without one. He's not going home. So you mean to tell me that he's eligible for a lesser prison? Now I understand that when you're there, okay, it depends on how your points are, right? Depends on what kind of facility you're in, what level of security that they hold you in. It goes by your point system, right? But the thing is this: if you're there and you've assaulted other inmates, if you're there and you've assaulted other staff before, if you're getting transferred from one facility to another because you're in trouble, because you're a troublemaker, I don't think that warrants your points going down. Me personally, I don't think that a murderer or a convicted rapist at that point, okay, a serial rapist, a convicted rapist, someone who intentionally violates somebody, right? A murderer, someone who intentionally murders somebody. Self-defense, murder, homicide, things like that, there's a difference, okay? You're put in a situation and you're there to defend yourself, or what happens. If you're fighting somebody and they die, it was a fight, okay? And so the circumstances are different. But when you set out and you use, caca, and you take someone's life, I don't think you should be eligible to lower your points. Take it from someone who's been on the inside, right? When we're in there, we learn how to manipulate people. We learn how to manipulate the system. That's the type of people that we are when we go to prison. Now, again, when you're out there committing crimes and you're doing the wrong things, you might not be in your right mind. But the mind that you're in, the state of mind that you're in, it's survival. And that's what people do, okay? And when you get to jail, you survive by any means necessary. Whether you take advantage of somebody, whether you turn into a booty bandit, whether you turn into a cell thief, whether you just strong on people, you survive by any means necessary. Now, when you're in there for murder, you obviously took somebody's life without regards to their family, that person, to your own family, to your own self, okay? You obviously took a person's life and meant to do it. So what makes people think that you won't do it again? You know? I don't know. I just don't agree. Let me know what you all think, man. Do you think this man should have been in a maximum security prison? Maybe a supermax? What warrants the difference? Do you think he should be in a minimum security where he's got free run, or medium with less security privileges? You know, where you're not being checked and you're not going through metal detectors, and you know you're the type of person who's at risk to attack another person without remorse or regard. Let me know what you think. Leave in the comments below, and I don't know. Like I say, prayers go out to this man and his family. You know, they say if he's got no brain activity right now, and if he does survive, you know, it's like he'll never be normal again. You know, and it all comes down to what, an inmate having a bad day. You know, he put himself in prison. He's gonna have bad days every day. You know, especially when he's there for life. Now, nobody put him there but himself. So you gotta live with it, right? But that don't mean that you go out and you kill somebody else now, or you hurt somebody, or you beat somebody with a metal bar in the head. It's not right, you know. Let me know, like always. Like and subscribe when you enter this room. That's all free. Give me your thoughts. They're free. Let me know what you think. You think I'm wrong? You think he's wrong? And as always, I'll see you on the next one. It's your boy Big Will, Life After Prison. Keep it real. Peace.